USA Radio News.
I'm Nick Soboleski, a Select Quote agent with a true story that could save you hundreds of dollars a year. A woman named Linda just called. Her husband, Ray, has a $300,000 group life insurance policy, but is changing jobs and can't take it with him. Well, I shopped the many highly rated term life insurance companies we represent and found Ray, who is 41 and takes medication to control his cholesterol, a 10-year, $500,000 policy for under $27 a month. That's almost twice the coverage for less than half of what he had paid. If SelectQuote hasn't shopped for your life insurance, you're probably paying too much.
For your free quote, call 800-591-9426. That's 800-591-9426. 800-591-9426. Or go to SelectQuote.com. Since 1985, we shop, you save.
Get full details on the example policy at SelectQuote.com/commercials. Or price could vary depending on your health, issuing company, and other factors. Not available in all states.
USA Radio Network's John Clemens reports.
Although the national average for a gallon of gasoline is up over 60 cents from last year, the price is down this year for the second week in a row. Patrick DeHaan with Gas Buddy tells us it may decline again.
Average gas prices have dropped 2.6 cents a gallon in the last week, with the national average falling to $2.89 a gallon in the last week. That's thanks to a drop in the price of oil, which makes it likely that gas prices may decrease again in the week ahead.
California remains the highest at $3.70, while South Carolina is the lowest at $2.54. I'm John Clemens.
Tesla is investigating how one of its cars appeared to suddenly catch on fire on a busy street in Los Angeles on Friday. The Model S that caught on fire belonged to actress Mary McCormick's husband. Jason Levine is the director of automotive safety. He says there's bigger issues here than Tesla's vehicle catching on fire.
A lot of lithium ion in one place, and so when it does catch on fire, the bigger concern immediately is, are first responders adequately trained?
You're listening to USA Radio News.
Now you can fly anywhere in the world and pay discount prices on your airline tickets. Book a flight today to London, Paris, Madrid, or anywhere else you want to go and pay a lot less guaranteed. Call the International Travel Department right now at Low Cost Airlines.
800-215-5141. 800-215-5141. That's 800-215-5141.
The Supreme Court today passed up two opportunities to rule on when and if a state violates the Constitution by drawing electoral maps that sharply favor one political party. In rulings from Wisconsin and Maryland, the justices gave little clarity to when partisan gerrymandering goes further than the law allows. Last Thursday, 10 people visiting a Daytona Beach amusement park called the Sandblast right from the start.
As the ride started, it was shaky. It didn't feel as stable as other rides that we had been on. It seemed to be going a lot faster than I felt comfortable with. As we had went around the turn, it felt as if it wasn't completely attached to those tracks.
Bostic then talks about what she remembered next.
I remember hearing a lot of screeching, a lot of metallic, a lot of sounds that just weren't right. I closed my eyes, I held on. I remember being airborne, feeling as if I was falling. And then the next thing I remember was coming to on the ground looking up. I was told that I bounced from support beam to support beam like a pinball, but I don't know that. I was told that. I don't remember any of that.
Bostic was taken to the hospital and diagnosed with a concussion. Now what's interesting is the roller coaster had been shut down for a month but was given permission to open on the day that the accident happened. Please remember you can check us out online at usaradio.com. For USA.
This is Dan Phillips.
The thoughts and opinions expressed in the following program are those of the program's participants and do not necessarily represent those of station staff, management, and advertisers.
Are you looking for someone to provide training to your sales staff? Do you need a motivational speaker about how to handle change? Do you have an upcoming event that needs an MC to handle those responsibilities? Well, look no further than longtime Las Vegas radio personality Aaron Phillips. I am local to Las Vegas, and I can blend my talents with any audience. For more information, please visit www.aaronphillipsvoice.com and book me for your next event or training needs.
It's that time. It's time for Aaron's Hour. Aaron's Hour. 60 minutes of information, inspiration, motivation, and fun. If you're looking to talk politics or religion, This show's not for you. Aaron's Hour.
Aaron's Hour.
Conversations with the opinion makers, movers and shakers, risk takers, and your phone calls at 702-221-7283. That's 702-221-SAVE. Aaron's Hour.
Aaron's Hour.
Hosted by longtime Las Vegas broadcaster, author, and motivational speaker Aaron Phillips. In seminars across the country, he's inspired and motivated thousands. Now he's going to inspire and motivate you, and he'll do it with passion, style, and his trademark sense of humor. Now, here is the host of Aaron's Hour, Aaron Phillips.
And good morning, everybody. Welcome, June 18th, post-Father's Day edition of Aaron's Hour here on KSHP 1400 AM. Las Vegas is my home. I hope everybody's doing well today. No matter what part of the globe you are listening to me at, no matter what device and how, Facebook, live, stream, podcast, I'm just glad you're along for the ride. I hope everybody's doing well. Mr. Danny, how are you, sir?
Doing good. How are you today?
Doing very well. Happy Father's Day.
Thank you. You too.
I heard you talking before the show. You were like crawfish, crab boiling fish thing.
An epic crawfish boil last night at a friend's backyard. It was awesome. Yeah.
Nice. Me, I sat by the pool and watched wrestling last night.
No, yeah, that would have been a
Money
good
in the
plan B
bank
for me.
Money in the bank last night. But, yeah, it was a good day. Good day. My dad and his significant other came over, dear friends of ours who were guests. A couple of weeks ago, Barry and Diana came over for the day, so we all hung out at the pool.
That's fun.
A little breezy by the pool yesterday, but the weather was nice.
Today's going to be even better.
108, 111 Thursday and Friday.
Yeah. Enjoy today.
Absolutely. Now, back east, where my sister is and everybody's sort of congregating, they're only going to have a high 95 today.
Right,
but like 1,000,000% humidity, good old East Coast weather. So it's fun. But, yeah, I'm actually about 10 days away, not even 7 days away from my other daughter, who you haven't met yet, Danny.
Okay.
Will be coming into town. She's the sound designer that's traveling the country and is leaving for Asia at the end of the summer. So she's off now. She's in Jersey with my sister and nieces for about a week, and then she comes out here next Wednesday for a week, 10 days. Then she goes to San Fran for 5 days to visit friends, and she's back with us about 2 weeks before she sets off for the Orient.
Wow, that's
Orient
gonna be
Express.
fun.
It's going to be fun. I can't wait to see her. It's the same daughter I saw back in March when I went back east. So, by the way, to everybody watching on Facebook, I do have guests sitting next to me. We'll be formally introduced to both Jeremiah and Bridget here in a little bit, but they are my guests. Those of you listening on radio really can't see I have guests, but I want our Facebook viewers to acknowledge I have guests in the office. So anyway, so say hi to the audience, guys.
Hello, everybody.
Hey. Hi, how are you, everybody?
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
You guys ready to have some fun today?
I'm ready.
All right. I know you guys are. I know you are. And I'm hepped up on energy, and we'll talk about that why later, because I've got so hepped up, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I got speed. Okay, let's talk. And it's not that kind of speed, folks. All right, no, it's natural speed. All right, let's talk. Danny, you know me in headlines, man.
Yeah.
Headlines. I want to start off with one I saw, which this is a cool story. Everybody knows what happened here on October 1st last year, right? I mean, it's even got its own thing, 1 October.
Yeah,
right? That's
1
how everybody
October.
calls it. But there was a nice piece of news that came out of all this, other than all the survivors and everything else, of course. The youngest survivor, quote unquote, of the Las Vegas shooting was born to a New Jersey couple.
Oh, okay. Didn't
So,
know that.
yeah, Megan Panzera was 4 weeks pregnant when she ran from a hail of bullets at the music concert. Almost 8 months later, she gave birth to a boy, a baby who she and her husband, Valdo Panzera Jr., say is the youngest survivor of the shooting. Okay. Valdo III was born June 3rd in North Heldon, New Jersey, where the family lives. And as the story goes, basically because she was so tired, she and her husband decided to sit in the bleachers off to the side of the stage rather than being right up front, which they normally would have been because she was a month pregnant. And because of that, they were out of the direct line of fire. Okay. So the husband kind of got her down and covered her, and they managed to escape unscathed, fortunately for them. But because of the baby, they had to sit off to the side because she was tired and didn't want to stand all those hours. Wow. So really, she's saying that the baby is really the savior here because without the baby, they would have been in the crosshairs. So good story to come out of October 1st, right?
I mean, we have, nice story.
Yeah, so congratulations to them.
Gives me chills thinking about
Doesn't it, though? Stuff like that when you're right. And that's what happened when I was reading the thing. I'm like, really? It's like, here comes the goosebumps. Talk about a special Father's Day for the father. Another one. This is one of those 6 degrees of separation kind of stories. Okay. You know, we walk around and we say, you know, you look familiar. You look familiar. Do I know you from somewhere?
Right.
You know, all that sort of stuff. And we hear stories all the time about long-lost family members connecting after like 30 years of being apart. You know, twins that maybe were separated at birth because of adoption that finally hook up. Check this out. A Wisconsin woman discovers that a neighbor, literally a next-door neighbor, is her long-lost sister.
Wow.
Right? People frequently use the expression, it's a small world, to signify coincidences large and small, and they bump into people all over town. But here's what happened. Let's see. A few small world tales can match the serendipity experienced by Eau Claire residents Hillary Harris and Dawn Johnson, who are next-door neighbors, literally sharing the same driveway in a hometown they both adopted when they discovered they were long-lost sisters. The story began in January of 2017 when Dawn and her longtime partner, Kurt, decided to move from Greenwood to Eau Claire. They purchased an offer on this small cottage-style fixer-upper. Anyway, there was just something about the house that Dawn liked, so they decided to buy it. The sale was completed in June. They set up fixing everything. Then all of a sudden, they started chatting over the fence. How you doing? Moving in, the whole thing. The kids started playing. One conversation led to another. Hillary, who was adopted when she was more than a month old and grew up in a loving household in Elmwood, continued her quest to find the rest of her birth family. After being curious her whole life, Hillary recalled exploring Ancestry.com while attending college in hopes of uncovering clues. Sure enough, they put 2 and 2 together, they started talking, and now these two find out that they're actually long-lost sisters who were put up for adoption. They were only a month or two old.
Wow.
That's amazing. That's crazy.
I mean,
that is awesome.
6 degrees of separation. Are you kidding me? That's just absolutely nuts. And it is a small world. It absolutely is a small world because you just don't know.
Hopefully they didn't get any neighbor feuds.
Yeah, that would not be good. That would not be a good way. Yeah, that's right. I was watching Home Improvement, and just before you said that, I was thinking about Wilson, the neighbor behind the fence. You know, just like they're always talking over the fence, you know, and then go find out, you're my sister? Holy cow.
Crazy.
All right, the next story that I want to share, I am not supporting this in any way, shape, or form. We are a service-provided industry here. A lot of people in the restaurants, the bar industry, who work on tips, right? Okay, so let's check this out. A North Carolina bartender has been accused of stealing $10,000 in tips from the restaurant where she was formerly employed.
Wow.
On June 15th, Erica Denton was found to have altered multiple receipts at Tassau Asian Bistro in Cary between January 1st and early June. So she was doing this for 6 months. 26-year-old bartender, here's how she did it, and I'm not telling you folks to do this. It's only part of the story. I'm only sharing the info here, okay? She would change the food amount with the tip amount, resulting in larger tips that she would pocket.
Oh, wow.
How do you go in and change it? I mean, isn't that all computerized?
Now, think about it. If you were to actually write down on your receipt and give it back to them, they can go in and change the tip amount because they have to input that tip amount.
That's true.
So they can alter that receipt. It makes sense.
Wow.
We're not condoning this.
Don't do it. I wouldn't do it.
But going 6
Wow.
months without getting touched.
Yeah, she did it for 6 months.
Yeah.
And let's see. It's disappointing. It's really hard to find people that you can trust. The restaurant owner said, arrested and charged with falsely obtaining property by false pretense, Denton posted a $2,500 bond. We want to make sure that when we hire people, that they will stay with us longer and they can provide excellent customer service to our guests. Yeah, that sounds like a PR statement right there, right? So moving forward, the restaurant is tightening up both operating practices and hiring procedures. Maybe what they need to do for hiring procedures, one of my new sponsors is Upside Business Solutions with Vicky, who will be coming on. Contact Upside Business Solution, Vicky, right here in Las Vegas. She will help you get the tools you need to hire the best people. Anyway, listen for a commercial because I don't know her phone number off the top of my head and I can't grab it right now. But she is one of our sponsors. So get in touch with Vicky. She'll help you no matter where you are. But yeah, $10,000 over 6 months.
I wonder if she posted her bond with that money.
I was thinking that. $2,500 bond for a bartender. Where would she have to get that kind of money?
Right.
You have to put up collateral for a bond,
10 grand that you
right?
stole.
That's right. There you go. Here's all the receipts I doctored. Use that, right? Because you have to put up collateral for a bond, right?
Yeah, or unless you use a bondsman. Yeah, unless you use a bail bondsman.
Gotcha. Why? Yeah.
They'll put up. So if her bond's $2,500, if she goes through a bail bondsman, she'd have to put up $250, and the bail bondsman puts up the rest.
Gotcha. So
I don't know because I haven't been to
I was
jail
going to ask
before.
you. You sound very detailed there, Danny. That's like just buying the magazine for the articles, right? Yes, exactly. Okay. On that note, I want to give a shout out to everybody in the Facebook viewing lane there. I appreciate you all chiming in this morning. Thank you so much. All right, it's that time for our first break. That can only mean one thing. Guests, Ignite Your Xoul. Jeremiah and Bridget coming up next right here on Aaron's Hour, KSHP 1400 AM, Las Vegas.
Do you wake up every day with little aches and pains? Or worse yet, were you injured in a car accident? Were you injured just getting out of bed? If you said yes to any of the above, then you need to call Doctors Danielle Buda and Jody Altman from the Centennial Wellness Center. Located in the Northwest Centennial Hills area, Dr. Buda and Dr. Altman make sure that every treatment provided is tailored to your specific aches and pains. The entire staff is dedicated to making sure that the finest chiropractic care is given to each and every patient. Call 702-458-2225 to schedule your free consultation. Centennial Wellness Center, 702-458-2225.
Do you know someone who's been recently injured in a vehicle accident, by a product defect, slip and fall, or know a family member who's lost a loved one by wrongful death? If so, you'll need an experienced attorney to handle your case. Call Bradley Belisario at Belisario Law today to schedule a free consultation to review your case. Bradley provides specialized service by getting to know his clients on a personal level. In most cases, no fees are due until you win. In the case of a lawsuit, client may be responsible for opposing parties' attorney fees. Bradley Belisario has 2 convenient locations, with one in North Las Vegas and the other in Summerlin. Call today for your free consultation at 702-936-4800. That's 702-936-4800. Or visit us on the web at belisariolaw.com. Hurt badly? Call Bradley. How many times have you looked back at your staff and wished there was a better way to know how well they'll perform at their position? Over time, how much money have you wasted on the wrong hire? Guess what? There's a better way. Upside Business Solutions gives you the tools to understand how your staff will reach peak performance. Other personality assessments, such as DISC, Myers-Briggs, and StrengthsFinder, does not tell you how someone will perform. Upside Business Solutions uses the Colby assessment to identify the natural way an individual will take action. With this assessment, the candidate will have the natural ability to meet the job expectations you establish to find the best hire. Contact Vicki at 702-506-2960 to schedule a consultation. Mention Aaron's Hour and receive 15% off a Colby A assessment. When you're ready to uncover the mystery of human performance, call Vicki at 702-506-2960 to help bring out the best in your people.
Now, if this song, my feet are dancing under the desk right now. If this song does, John Belushi, Dan Aykroyd. Right. This is the original, right?
Yeah.
From those guys?
Yep, Blues Brothers.
Blues Brothers, the famous movie. I can get on a whole thing about John. Remind me on another show we're going to talk about John Belushi.
John Belushi Show.
Yeah, the John Belushi Show. Maybe we ought to put that together when I'm away on vacation.
Okay.
That Monday after July 4th. Maybe we'll come in and tape something for that.
That'd be fun.
This is how I fly. It's like the cat with the red light. I'm all over the place. So anyway, welcome back to Aaron's Hour. I am your host, Aaron Phillips. Danny on the board, making us all sound good. But I have 2 special guests with me in studio right now who you'll hear from. And actually, one of them makes both me and the other 2 gentlemen in the studio look tremendous, because you'll see why if you're watching Facebook. So anyway, welcome Jeremiah and Bridget to the show. How are you?
Good. Thank you so much for having us here.
Oh, you kidding? My pleasure. My pleasure. I'm glad you guys can make it. We only had a month and a half to plan this, so you guys better be here with that kind of planning. No, I'm only kidding. So welcome. Listen, we got people jumping in there. Hi, Catherine. You got a couple of people that you recognize. Say hello to them. Let them know that you know they're here.
Yeah, thank you for being here, my friends. Cristina Ruiz and Christian. Cristina is actually the person who created all these.
Oh, wonderful.
I appreciate her always to be present in my life.
Good. Well, we thank you for watching this morning, and please share the video with everybody else and let them know these guys are on. Shout out to everybody else on the Facebook Live feed. All right, so let's start off real easy. I always like starting off guests with easy questions. Introduce yourself to my audience, to the listeners, who you are, and then we'll get into the event on Thursday, which people all over know about because I've been sharing it like crazy because I'm a guest speaker, but that's a whole other story. So, guys, kick it off. Introduce yourself to everybody.
Yeah, so I am Jeremiah Johnson, and what's the funny thing is that tell me whether or not, or people ask me if I was named after the mountain man, Robert Redford.
Yes.
And believe it or not, they tell me I was named after the prophet in the Bible.
Oh, even more powerful.
So, coincidence? I don't know. I actually really think I was named after Robert Redford.
I could see the look. I could see how the looks, kind of common there.
Yes,
Twins, maybe.
Yes, indeed, right? I just have to grow that beard out a little bit more.
Yeah, you need the mountain man beard. You need Danny's beard. That's what you need.
That beard is on point.
Takes a lot of time and no effort at all.
No.
No effort whatsoever.
That's my kind of facial hair.
Yeah.
Okay, so where are you originally from?
So I grew up in Utah.
Okay.
And all over, I went to high school in Payson, Utah.
Okay.
I lived in the mountains, or in the sub-mountains of Santa Quinn, Utah.
Okay. How far is that from Vegas?
That is about 4.5, 5 hours from here. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's definitely a trip. And
probably an easier trip than taking that same time to drive to San Diego, which is normally about 5 hours, I would think.
Well, going to San Diego would probably be better than going to Santa Quinn.
Why is that?
It's the beach.
All right. But I just meant in travel time. But I got you on the beach. All right.
Yeah.
I got you. Makes sense. Yeah. No beaches in Utah, huh?
No beaches.
I have friends that live in Santa Quinn.
Really?
Yeah. They have apple orchards and all kinds of fruit orchards.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cherry orchards, apple orchards.
Nice. Do they? Because Utah is a higher elevation, right?
It's high desert.
Right. So do they really? Is it easier for them to grow that sort of stuff?
In Santa Quinn, it is. They have whole festivals and stuff for that.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
It's kind of a big deal.
All right. And that sounds like a nice. Hope my wife's not listening. Weekend getaway. But anyway.
Yeah. So I have 3 boys.
Okay.
And I am divorced, but at the same time, I went into the Army. And I got out 2.5 years ago.
Thank you for your service, by the way.
No, thank you very much. It was awesome. I had an amazing time there. I was in the Ranger Regiment, but I was a soft skill, so I got to be cool around all the cool guys, jumping out of airplanes, shooting cool guns.
Oh, nice.
And I got out 2.5 years ago, and I came to Vegas.
Okay.
And
haven't looked back since.
I love being out. I love being out of the Army. I miss it so much, but I definitely love being a free man.
There you go.
I do.
There you go. And we'll talk about some of the transitions from that in a bit.
Yeah.
All right, Bridget, your turn, dear.
Hi. Well, I'm Brigitte Moscoso. For a little bit farther.
A little bit south.
Yeah.
A little more.
I'm from Ecuador, so I've been here. I've been in this beautiful country for almost 11 years. And I live in Vegas for 4 years now. So
okay. So what brought you to Vegas? Why Vegas for you?
Well, I used to live in New York. And
What part?
In Astoria.
Did I not know that before?
No,
Queens.
I don't think so, yeah.
Because I'm originally from Jersey.
Okay.
And my wife was born and raised in the Bronx before moving to Jersey when she was little. But I didn't realize you were from the Bronx.
Yeah. No, the Bronx.
Well, no, Queens.
No,
I know. I'm
it's
sorry.
Okay. No,
You're not a Mets fan, are you?
No.
Okay.
I'm not into
baseball.
sports.
Oh, man.
But it's okay.
All right.
I'm from Liga now, in my country. No, but, so yeah, I used to live in New York, but, the weather was too crazy for me. I'm from a country where it's like 75 degrees every day. And dealing with the snow and the humidity was crazy.
Yeah, sure. So you said you're out here how long? 11 years? 12 years?
Yeah, in United States.
Oh, in the U.S. Okay.
Yeah.
How long to Vegas specific again?
4 years.
4 years.
For about to be 5.
Okay,
Time flies.
very cool. Did you have family already here, or did you come out on your own?
Not really. My mom was raised in California.
Oh, okay.
And that was kind of where I wanted to go. But for situations in life, my friend told me, Vegas is a big opportunity.
Sure.
You should try. And that was my idea, to come and try. But then 5 years in, and I've been here.
Well, listen, and that is one thing I want to clarify, and I'm glad you kind of touched on it. People do come to Vegas thinking they're going to make a quick hit, make a ton of money, and get out quickly.
Yeah.
It doesn't work that way. Okay,
yes.
You got to work to be happy and be rich and wealthy. It takes a little time than the overnight stuff, unless you hit a jackpot.
Exactly.
Ed McMahon hasn't come knocking on my door with that big check in quite some time. Of course, he came knocking now. That would be a hell of a story all unto its own, since he's dead. Anyway, so all right. So the big question. So coming from Utah, another country via New York and Vegas. How'd you guys meet? I mean, it's like opposite ends of the spectrum here.
The easiest way. We met online.
Oh, okay. Oh, the easiest way. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, no, I think it's the most amazing things happen when you're not expecting,
I totally agree.
I wasn't expecting to meet someone and not even in that way. But
absolutely,
yeah.
I was trying not to do anything, and
you were hiding.
I was hiding every which way I could.
So what did you put on your profile? 9,000-pound guy. I got hairy armpits. I'm smothered in cookies here in my bedroom.
Yeah.
I joked about I friend zoned her as I tried to just make her be my best friend.
Oh, okay.
It's like I wasn't trying for anything.
Just a communicator.
Yeah, just someone
Wow.
that can be there because I really needed a friend. And what's so funny is that what really made us connect was dancing, believe it or not.
Really?
Yes.
I mean, what part of dancing? A particular dance or just in general how much you guys like to dance?
Well, what kind of my attention is that he was teaching dancing, like ballroom.
I was learning how to become a ballroom dance
Which
instructor.
I didn't know that.
Oh,
I just knew that he was.
It was a very short, like kind of 2-3 month kind of time.
Gotcha.
They were paying me to learn how to be an instructor for ballroom dancing. So foxtrot, tango, waltz, salsa.
Merengue?
Yes,
conga line's not
like
a
I said,
ballroom
I'm not that experienced at all. But
wow.
So I was grabbing these basics of how to dance, and believe
That's
it or
great.
not, she's a great salsa dancer.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Ignite Your Soul. You may have to show a little sample.
Yeah, for sure. $25 a club. No,
There you go.
No, I'm just kidding.
Of course, on the Vegas airwaves, you have to be careful when you say dancer because that can mean a whole lot of different things in this town.
No.
So.
No,
definitely, salsa dancing. So we
Sure.
go out to dance, and we are able to just really move,
Connect.
Very
connect.
cool.
And we have a really good time. And I will admit, I don't have any knowledge on dancing. I'm definitely 2 left feet.
So who leads?
Well,
Me. I wish everybody saw that.
She starts it, and then I hopefully can grab
Pick
on.
it up, pick up the
That's
tempo. Gotcha. No, that's cool. That's a cool story. So you're right. I mean, when you're not looking, because that's how my wife and I hooked up 35 years ago. We were at a mutual.
Congratulations.
Ask her; she'll tell you for sure. But we met at a mutual party of friends in Connecticut. Both of us from being New Jersey, and I just broken up after a 4-year relationship with somebody. She wasn't seeing anybody. She was on her way someplace. Anyway, P.S. And we just started chatting at this party for like an hour and a half. Go find out, we lived 5 miles apart from each other back in New Jersey. One thing led to another.
Wow.
We went on our first date that following week after the party. And other than one weekend that I already had planned to go away, we've been together ever since. So we met in 86, got married in 89, and here we are.
Wow.
That's
You say
beautiful.
86?
Don't tell me you guys weren't born yet.
I was born in 86.
And I know you weren't.
No.
Oh, man. I'm a young 53. No matter what they try to do to bury me, I'm going to tell you right now. All right, so that's cool. So you guys met up through circumstances that, quite frankly, neither of you
And we
expected.
never left each other. We literally spent so much time with each other, from when we weren't working to when we were together. We were just always with each other.
Right. See, when you're in a relationship, you are with your best friend.
Yeah.
And but you guys are doing something that my wife would never do and has balked at me for years, working a business together and personal life.
Yes.
It's challenging. It definitely is challenging, but I appreciate it. I guess I can't speak for Bridget, but I definitely appreciate it very much so.
I'll give you a couple of seconds to agree or disagree with that. So.
Well, I think it's amazing. It's a new experience, but definitely when you have exactly what you want, and the other person is in the same line. I think it's not hard. It's definitely a challenge.
Right. Sure.
But you go for what you want.
I call it the separation of church and state. My house, business, personal, over here. And my wife taught me that a long time ago. As much as I would love her to work with me, alongside of me in certain projects I've done over the years, she's an educator. That's her skill. She's an assistant principal, highly successful and all that. And I'm not saying this because she's probably listening right now, but I want to get back in the house later.
Need a place to sleep.
Exactly. Otherwise, you have a spare room. I may be needing your place later. But no, it does take talent to balance all of that. Yeah. Okay? So I give you guys kudos and wish you guys a lot of years moving forward together. And I'm sure is marriage in the limelight for you guys? I'm not looking at you. I'm looking at him because he's got to ask the question. Is it in the plans? I mean, be real. Not that I'm putting you on the spot on the radio.
We have definitely talked about our relationship, and we love each other so much. And I can't imagine having my life without anybody but her.
Danny, you notice he hasn't answered my question, yes or no. You notice that, right?
I know, right?
And the millions of people listening are like, okay, come on, Jeremiah.
We're all waiting.
Come on. All right, well, I'll let you off the hook right there because we got to take a break.
Yeah.
When we come back in the...
Oh, there you go.
I was just going to play some music.
There you go. We're going to go out on this music. You're listening to Aaron's. We're listening to. Do we have a reverend in the building? We can do it right now.
I can get it done online.
Oh, do it in. Yeah, right. 10 minutes.
Get ordained. Yeah.
Everything was planned.
All right, let's go to break. Aaron's Hour. More with these guys right after this.
Pick up a package across town, but you don't have time? Did you leave an item in an Uber or friend's house and need it back ASAP? You name it, and we can pick it up and deliver it to any destination in the Las Vegas or Henderson area the same day. Express services are also available. Rates as low as $12. Visit blazingcouriers.com or call 877-371-9817 or text 702-429-7418. That's blazingcouriers.com.
Securities offered by personal financial representatives through Allstate Financial Services, LLC, 2920 South 84th Street, Lincoln, Nebraska. LSA Securities in Louisiana and Pennsylvania. Registered broker-dealer, member FINRA SIPC.
Hey, Candace. How's life as a pastry chef?
Oh, I'm swimming in chocolate soufflés.
So, what's your plan for retirement? What's your recipe for that?
Retirement? Oh, that's years away.
But the more you save early on, the better off you can be. And did you know that women actually need to save more for retirement than men?
Really? So, how do I get things going?
Just talk with an Allstate agent and get expert guidance. They can answer your questions and build you a complimentary financial plan, whether you're starting from scratch or not.
Oh, that's another batch. Grab a spoon.
It's good to be in good hands.
Get to work on your retirement. Talk to Las Vegas Allstate agent Sam Peters today, or stop by his office at 1945 Village Center Circle, Suite 150.
Have you ever wondered what it would take to be healthy from head to toe? Not just on the outside, but inside as well? Glenn Alex, author of the highly recognized book, Living in Total Health, will guide you to becoming totally healthy. Glenn is a health coach, licensed clinical social worker, public speaker, educator, and humanitarian who has set the standard with her 25 years of experience in the health and wellness industry. Glenn addresses the whole person to achieve optimal health. Glenn's book, Living in Total Health, is not a how-to, but a why-to for a healthy life. Purchase her book through her website, livingintotalhealth.com, for an autographed copy. Or you can get a copy on Amazon, or an ebook version at smashwords.com. Those with a high level of health do not intentionally harm oneself or others. Make the world a better place and start living in total health. Visit livingintotalhealth.com today.
All right, welcome back. We have a wedding bell of chapel bells or whatever they're on the way over.
5 more minutes and I'll be ordained. Okay. Universal Church of Life. We'll be
and he's blushing.
Yeah.
I definitely. He doesn't know where to hide.
Welcome to live radio, guys. You never know what happens here. Welcome back to Aaron's Hour. We're having some fun here, as we always do each and every Monday. Thank you for joining in. Check out my website, AaronPhillipsVoice.com. If you subscribe right now, well, pull up another window. Don't jump off of Facebook. And subscribe to my website. I will send you a copy for free of my ebook, How to Be Liked in 15 Minutes or Less and Hone Your Magnetic Personality. And I'm still having a contest. I am giving away free presentations starting in September. If you have an event or a special coming up, put it in there. Nominate your business or another business. A winner will be selected for a speaking engagement in September or beyond, depending upon dates and availability. So do that now. Call operators now. They are standing by. Anyway, with me is Jeremiah and Bridget here today. Not only just trying to hook them up. I feel like Chuck Woolery all of a sudden. Love Connection. That's a show that was probably on there before you guys were even there. Anyway, all right, but we're here for another purpose. Thursday night, this Thursday the 21st, you guys are putting on an event called Ignite Your Xoul, and that's Soul with an X, X-O-U-L, this Thursday. Talk about what's behind that and where the genesis of this came from.
Yeah, definitely. So we work for Fuxion. Fuxion is, we're distributors of this company, and the big part about it was how do we tap in and connect to our dreams?
Okay.
Because it is our dreams that wakes up, gets us out of bed.
Absolutely.
Drives us forward to really accomplish the things that we have that when someone stands in front of us and says, "Hey, you can't do that," we just brush it off. Water on a duck's back.
It's a challenge.
And so that dream is what we're trying to accomplish, discovering the possibilities of what we really have.
Okay.
And
that's Fuxion with an X.
Fuxion,
so if anybody's looking it up,
Yes.
it's Fuxion.
Yeah, we won't say what some kids will call it.
Yeah, that's another show for another time.
So yeah, one of the biggest things in here is like that is like a compliment. How to recover your health by recovering the feeling good about yourself. And one of the most important things is sometimes we forget what we really want and who we really are. So I think it's a process to follow up, and that's what we want to give a little bit of what we have learned.
Right.
We want to give some information on how to live your life out fully.
Okay, good. And for different people, the motivation is different. What is your guys' motivation personally for following this path?
Well, I think it's really important to create a connection again.
Okay.
To kind of like remember what we really wanted when we were
with yourself,
little.
you're talking. Okay.
Exactly. So remember a little bit what we really wanted when we were little. Like actually, why is that we're doing what we're doing?
Right.
Like, why are you waking up every day? So kind of like teach you a little bit how you can reconnect that.
Okay.
Again.
Okay. How about for you, Jeremiah?
That is something that I have been going over since I got out of the Army.
Right.
When I got out of the Army, I came to Vegas. I had no idea where I was going. I didn't know what my desires were, my dreams were. I was just lost.
Right.
And in the past year and a half, pretty much since I met Bridgette, I've been on this journey to discover what my dream is. And my dream is really to be happy. And how do I be happy? But it's with my family. I crave that opportunity to really bring everybody together, to that where money is not an object, where I have all the time in the world, where I can actually, be there for the ones that I love.
That matter most.
Yeah, so that is my dream.
Okay.
And it is a vague answer,
no,
but it is definitely so detailed in my mind. That's why I do wake up. That's why I am so motivated to go after what it is that I want and part of my dream.
The nice thing is I could put 10 people in a room, 100, 1,000, whatever it is, and each and everybody's answer to that question is going to be different because what motivates us is different for everybody.
Yes.
Okay, so I respect the fact that yours is still kind of vague and being molded because dreams and goals are not necessarily created overnight. They take time, like you said, to kind of grow up, kind of refresh back where we were, and then say, you know what, okay, this is where I want to go now, and redirect all of that energy up to this point to help me get in the direction I want to go. It takes time. It takes time for that. So how is Fuxion going to do that for you? And and truth be told, I've been on the supplements now about a week, and I'll share my experiences. And if the way I'm talking today doesn't give you an idea as to what's going on with my brain right now with the energy supplement I've been taking, folks, you're not watching and listening closely. But talk about how Fuxion, what it is, what it does, and why Fuxion is going to help accomplish your goals for you guys.
Okay, so one of the things that Fuxion is I'm going to say a little bit of my experience.
Okay.
I'm from South America, and, growing up, it was always all natural. Fruits, plants are right there in your garden, and when you are feeling certain kind of pain or something is bothering you, you go and drink a tea with the plant that is growing on your garden, right? So by doing that, we grew up really healthy.
Right.
We were able to kind of like not getting sick and, enjoy nutrition in a better way. So Fuxion is giving you that. And we are in a country what is beautiful and full of opportunities, but if we are real, we don't have that nature aspect. You cannot go to the store and find like 100% organic fruits that have not been touched. So that's what Fuxion is doing, is bringing this new option of fruits and plants that are made beverages with no sugar, no GMOs, and trying to recover your health, going back to nature.
The sugar part for me is most important because those who know my journey, my health transition, I was a type 2 diabetic. I'm clinically no longer diabetic. I take no medications for it, and I still watch my sugars. I still treat myself like I'm diabetic. So these products being sugar-free for someone like me and others in my position, or anybody who just wants to reduce their sugars and not take advantage of the other energy drinks that are out there that are loaded with tons of caffeine and sugar, this is a great alternative.
Yes.
A healthier option for sure.
Absolutely. Now, truth be told, what's the name of the energy one?
It's called, so in Spanish, it's called Vita.
Right.
But in the English, it's Vita Extra T Plus.
Gotcha. Yes. And that's what I'm on, folks.
Yeah.
I am energized today because of that. And I'm also doing the cleansing. I'm also taking or finished up, I think last night was the last one, Prune X, so you can figure out what that one does for me. So I am using about 4 or 5 of the different supplements, and they vary by what they do. So the one thing, though, I got to ask, a lot of the packages is not in English. They're in, obviously, Spanish or whatever the home language is. We got to make sure we get the right languages out to people, even though it's a basic direction, you know, 8 ounces of water and mix and stir, or half packages. But I was starting to look at it, I'm starting to read, I'm like, why can I not understand this? Is my eyesight going? Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
But I make light of that, but it was just kind of funny when I was trying to read it. I can't read this.
Yeah, our company was started in Peru.
Okay.
You know, what it is like we are inside of the Amazon jungle.
Gotcha.
All our products and our fruit of mix and plants that are inside of the Amazon jungle. And
Okay.
that was one of the main reasons.
Gotcha.
You know, we are in 17 countries and starting in South America.
Okay.
And transition to English. We're pretty
Sure.
new.
Sure. How long has the company been up?
2 years. Well, no, so in the United
Fusion.
States.
Right, okay.
In the United States, we've only been here for 2 years. But it
Overall?
started in Peru in 2006.
Okay, okay.
And we're in multinational, so we're in multiple countries.
International.
And, you know, it was so successful in all of South America before coming to the United States.
Right.
And
So
I
it's
think
got a great track record then.
That speaks for itself, and it's because of the integrity that Fusion has. It's the integrity behind the way that they're processing it, the way that they're making, the way, the impact that they have, not only that, but environmentally on the Amazon rainforest, the impact that they have, you know, on the local tribes there as well.
Right.
The heart of Fusion is so big and so giving. That's just why Fusion is so successful.
So I've got to ask at this point, because I'm sure the listeners and the viewers are probably thinking, okay, I've heard and seen about other products that are very, very similar to this. What makes Fusion different from those other health enhancement drinks like what you guys have?
Well, you know what?
Supplements.
The vision of Fusion is just trying to replace what we are already drinking. You know, we drink coffees, teas, sodas, juices every day. So why is different Fusion is Fusion created this technology that it allowed us to dehydrate in really cold temperatures the fruits and plants that are coming from Earth.
Gotcha.
So the difference is that we are not trying to sell you any, how can I say it, replacement or your fruits or anything. It's just like replace what you already drink.
A supplement.
Yes, for fruits and plants.
But you're already drinking water. So,
yes.
Okay,
exactly.
makes sense.
So it's trying to give you all the nutrients that it's hard for you to go to the Amazon jungle and bring the fruit.
Hello, Uber. I need a ride to the Amazon jungle. I need some fruits, please.
Exactly. So that's what we're doing. You know, Fusion is just that. Is to create the technology that allows you to bring the fruits and plants in here and have it in your house without having to go all the way there.
Now, some people are probably thinking, okay, well, how is this process? And based on time, we don't need to go from A to Z. But is there a website that listeners can check out to learn more about the processing or the product and whatnot?
Yes.
So, yeah, fusion.com, you know, that's the obvious place you're going to go to. And also, if you go to YouTube, because Fusion has their own, you know, homepage. Go into Fusion on YouTube and look at all the different videos, because there is a lot of information there. You know, more than anything, though, is if you go to the website, iamfusion.net/. Amazon Goodness. That's going to be the link to my personal website.
That's the important one.
Because that one you can actually message me. And we can start that communication process, and it can be explained.
Okay.
So that's where you
give that site again.
That's going to be iamfusion.net/Amazon Goodness.
And it is I am as in AM, not just the M?
So it's
I want to be clear.
So India Alpha Mike.
Okay.
I am Fusion.
Because sometimes, like, I wasn't sure if it's I am or I am short for am. So that's good. That's why I want to clarify it.
No, it's perfect.
Good. So let's talk about Thursday. Ignite Your Soul. We have an event coming up. Talk about that for a few minutes before we go to break.
So yes, this Thursday night at 6 p.m. at the Hampton Inn and Suites across from Sunset Park. So there at 6 p.m. and I mean I was in the military, so we're going to start promptly at 6 p.m. Yes. And so,
1,800 hours.
That's exactly right. You know, we have limited seating, so we definitely want people to be able to register to make sure that they get on the actual roster. But it's going to be at 6 p.m. We're going to start off, and we're going to be, first off, actually, our guest speaker is you.
Who's that?
Yeah.
Who that?
Never heard of him.
Never heard of this guy.
It's going to be Aaron, you know, like, and it's more so of, I was looking for a guest speaker. And what's so funny is that the original one was like, look, I want to be out of town. I was like bummed out, right? And I was thinking about, I was like, man, what is Ignite Your Xoul all about? It's about dream. And I don't know why, but I saw your face at one of the local meet and eats that we go to, and I was like, Aaron, I need to know this guy. I haven't met him. I don't know his story, and that's when I came up and asked you.
That's great.
And what's so funny is I told you that it was about dreams, and you just pointed to your shirt.
Yes.
Chase your dream.
That's amazing.
So everything happens for a reason.
Absolutely.
So this Thursday, 6 p.m. It's at the Hampton Inn and Suites across from Sunset Park. We'd love to see you there. So not only are we going to hear from Aaron and his story and how it all relates to us, but we're also going to be sharing about Fuxion. You get an opportunity to taste some of the beverages that we have. Fuxion is beverages of coffee, tea, cappuccino, juices, and protein. But that is an opportunity where you can learn more about Fuxion as well.
Absolutely. So in order to attend, you need to register at Ignite Your Xoul. That's XOUL.eventbrite.com. And like Jeremiah said, it's going to start promptly at 6 p.m. and it's going to end about 7:30 p.m. Is that right?
That's
roughly?
correct. Yeah.
Just come with questions. Come with an open mind and understand that there are alternative ways to a better, healthy lifestyle. As I'm doing, this is a great supplement to add to my regimen. And just come and learn about it. You're not under any obligation, right?
There's none
just showing up. That's
We-
it. Just come and have fun.
Yes.
We are there to share.
That's
We are
it.
there to share our passion, our dream, and what has worked for us and so many people in the
Excellent.
world.
Now, you gave your website. Do you have a number and email you want to give out to people? Do you want to, or is it everything through the website?
Yeah, so you can definitely do that. You can email us at imfusion .usa@gmail.
Okay.
So once again, that's imfusion.usa at.
That sounds like a superhero. I am Fusion Man.
Yeah, basically.
There you go. That's
You know?
good. And they do Zoom and they do Facebook video chat, so they are very accessible. So, all right. When we come back, you know what time it is, Daddy?
Oh, that was loud.
It's time to get my ears fixed. You know what time it is?
Time to get to know them.
Getting to know you. Right after this.
Have you recently looked outside your home at your landscaping and thought, it's almost that time of year to start cleaning up? But then reality hits you and you realize that you just don't have the time you want to work on it. Thankfully, there's a solution. Martinez Lawn Service is ready to help. Serving the Las Vegas Valley for over 15 years, Martinez Lawn Service can help you design, build, and maintain your functional landscape. From simple yard cleanup, trimming, and sprinkler repair to designing desert and water-smart landscapes for you to enjoy and entertain guests. So what are you waiting for? Visit them on their website at martinez-lawn-service.com or call them in their office today at 702-373-0643 for a free estimate to see your vision come to life. Call 702-373-0643. Martinez Lawn Service, over 15 years of service and experience. Call today, 702-373-0643. Do you know someone who's been recently injured in a vehicle accident, by a product defect, slip and fall, or know a family member who's lost a loved one by wrongful death? If so, you'll need an experienced attorney to handle your case. Call Bradley Belisario at Belisario Law today to schedule a free consultation to review your case. Bradley provides specialized service by getting to know his clients on a personal level. In most cases, no fees are due until you win. In the case of a lawsuit, client may be responsible for opposing parties' attorney fees. Bradley Belisario has 2 convenient locations, with one in North Las Vegas and the other in Summerlin. Call today for your free consultation at 702-936-4800. That's 702-936-4800. Or visit us on the web at belisariolaw.com. Hurt badly? Call Bradley. How many times have you looked back at your staff and wished there was a better way to know how well they'll perform at their position? Over time, how much money have you wasted on the wrong hire? Guess what? There's a better way. Upside Business Solutions gives you the tools to understand how your staff will reach peak performance. Other personality assessments, such as DISC, Myers-Briggs, and StrengthsFinder, does not tell you how someone will perform. Upside Business Solutions uses the Colby assessment to identify the natural way an individual will take action. With this assessment, the candidate will have the natural ability to meet the job expectations you establish to find the best hire. Contact Vicki at 702-506-2960 to schedule a consultation. Mention Aaron's Hour and receive 15% off a Colby A assessment. When you're ready to uncover the mystery of human performance, call Vicki at 702-506-2960 to help bring out the best in your people.
Getting to know you, getting to know.
All right, welcome back to Aaron's Hour.
about you.
Aaron Phillips coming to you from the home of KSHP 1400 AM Las Vegas. Heard across the internet, national, international. I'm syndicated in a way. But thank you for everybody for listening and watching. Now's the fun part of the show. Not that prior to this wasn't fun. I know it was very good. But now we get to know these guys on a more personal level. This is the rapid fire getting to know you segment, where I'm going to throw just questions at you that I need rapid-fire answers. No thinking, first thing that comes to mind, because I want my listeners and viewers and your new fans to know you're people, too, behind the business and things that you have. Okay, so you ready for question number one?
Ready.
Favorite song?
It's Dancing in the Rain.
Gene Kelly.
Yes.
Very good. Favorite song?
Adolescentes Virgen. And
Did you get that?
it's the first thing that came out of my mouth. It's Spanish.
That's okay. Put it. I don't care. That's fine. All right. Favorite actor of all time, TV or movie? Doesn't matter.
Tom Hanks.
Which one? Which movie or which show? Why Tom? Or
in
Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump.
I was just going to say,
Forrest Gump.
might be the logical connection there.
I think I relate to Forrest Gump on many levels. I'm not going to go into that, but
A biopic. All right, your favorite movie?
Titanic.
Titanic.
Yes.
I'm on top of the world. Okay, that's your movie,
Leonardo.
but who's your favorite actor? Is it
Leonardo.
Leonardo DiCaprio. Okay, favorite actress of all time?
wow, I actually don't have one.
Okay.
No, I don't.
Okay. Favorite
Angelina
actress?
Jolie.
Angelina Jolie. Oh, yeah.
I like her
That's a
too.
good one, too. Yes.
Oh, okay.
All right, so
Now
Titanic
he's
is your
copying.
favorite movie. What's your favorite movie?
Probably Jeremiah Johnson.
Oh, that's too easy.
It is, but if you've actually watched it, I love how the fact that it has an intermission in the movie.
So does Fiddler on the Roof, one of my favorite movies. They've got an intermission in that one, too.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
But also Singing in the Rain. That's also one of my top movies. As
Oh,
well.
that's a classic. Gene Kelly and everyone dancing in the rain and tapping whatever he's doing, jumping all over fire hydrants and everything. Favorite cartoon character and why?
For me, it's Bugs Bunny.
Why? Why Bugs Bunny?
I don't know. I always love like how free and his spirit. Like I feel kind of like him. You
I
know,
dig that.
I was like,
I dig that.
Just so
Your
pretty.
favorite?
Mine's Felix. Felix the cat.
Okay.
Yeah,
Why?
I do have a tattoo on my arm. But more than anything, I grew up with VHS movies.
Oh, my
and
goodness.
Felix was definitely way before me, but I had the VHS of Felix the cat.
Right.
And I remember watching that as a little kid. I don't know a lot about him. I don't know what he does. I know he
remember
has a bag of tricks.
I was going to say, I remember, so you don't even remember his cartoon show, do you?
Not ever.
Again, showing my age.
But he is definitely my favorite character. I just always liked it.
All right.
So
Cool. Favorite, if money were no object, what would be your all-time favorite car that you'd love to see parked in your driveway one day?
Range Rover.
Range Rover.
I always love that car.
Okay.
Since I was little.
Okay.
I'm an Audi man, and I want to go for an Audi R8.
There you go.
Yeah.
I see. I expected more of the exotic sports car from you, Bridget.
Yeah.
All right. So, what's your favorite leisure thing to do when you have downtime? What do you guys like to do just to hang out?
The pool. I love
Okay.
Las Vegas for how warm it is, almost year round. I love going to the pool.
Okay.
Definitely.
I love like barbecues and
Okay.
play some volleyball or something like that. Just
Very
chill
cool. I
by
like
the
that.
lake.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you have a favorite place you like to vacation locally for your staycations, or where you like to get away besides San Diego, like we talked earlier? I mean, where do you guys like to get away?
I At home, actually.
Really?
Because we feel like that we're part of vacation.
Okay.
Being at home when we can go to the restaurants, we can go to an event,
Right.
we can go be a part of.
You can
some
be a
sort of
tourist
activity.
anytime you want to.
Yes.
So that's going to be a nice segue to my last question. What's your favorite Las Vegas thing to do?
Speak easy.
What?
Speak easy. No, what we usually do is like we try to go to places that are new, you know,
Okay. Unique.
Like,
Okay.
unique. Yeah, like that.
For example, on our year anniversary, I surprised us and we went to the Speakeasy.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
over at Commonwealth. Right. Over there in downtown. And if you don't know it, it's called the Laundry Room. What's so funny, I was trying to make it a surprise, and I was texting the laundry room. The only way to get in is to text.
Okay.
And so I was getting this text messages from the laundry room. And Bridget's like, who is this laundry room girl? I'm like, don't worry about it. She was like, no, tell me. And I was like, I can't. Oh, my gosh, fine.
Honey, it's a surprise. We're going to go take care of our dirty whitey someplace else.
So, yeah, speakeasies. That's definitely one of our favorite things to do.
Okay. Yeah. Now, it's a bar kind of place? It's a hangout?
It's strictly a bar.
Okay.
You know, so you have great cocktails. There's no food. But we
Okay.
definitely like to go try new foods. We like
Okay.
to go try new places to dance and to try new cocktails. And
Okay.
just, you know, feel like a tourist. Not really a tourist, but just kind of soak in the energy that Vegas
Right.
has to
the
offer.
atmosphere and the energy.
Yeah,
I love doing
it's
that
so
just
positive.
walking down Fremont Street.
Yes, Fremont.
Seeing
It's
all
amazing.
those
The lights.
wackos and people down there at the
Well, you know.
Mr. Cupid. Those are the guys that make you run the other way.
Oh, my gosh.
Anyway, give the information again for Thursday night, please.
Yeah, so this Thursday night, June 21st at 6 p.m., it's going to be at the Hampton Inn and Suites, right across from Sunset Park. You're going to register at igniteyoursoul.eventbrite.com, and you can grab more information from our website, fusion.com, or you can also try to message me through my personal website, that is imfusion.net/Amazon goodness.
Okay, and that's Fusion with an X. Fuxion. So
Yes.
please make sure you spell that right, because if you don't, God knows where you'll end up. Anyway, how much time do I have left in this?
We got about almost 3 minutes.
Oh, okay, good. So we've got that event. So what's next on the horizon after this event on the 21st? What's the plans?
Well, one of the biggest things that I want to say is like we are a movement.
Okay.
You know, we have a vision. We want to.
Especially if you take Prunex, you got
Yes.
Sorry.
That too. But no, like we have a vision. We want to improve a little bit our country. You know, like I feel like it's my country now. I've
Sure.
been so long, but
Right.
we want to give something. You know, something different. I see so many kids, so many people in need of recovering their
Okay.
health, and that's what we want to do. So,
Okay.
like whoever is ready to move to this movement.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's what we want to do. We want to
Okay.
continue building and growing and helping as much people as we can.
Okay, helping the world one person at a time.
Yes.
Very
exactly.
good. Well, they're playing my send-off music for the first hour. Guys, thank you so much for coming. This was a
Thank
lot
you
of
for
fun.
having us. This is amazing.
I hope everybody got a lot of good information out of today. I want to see a lot of people down there on Thursday, even though seating is limited. Let's fill the house. I'm sure we don't mind some standing room only.
Of course.
So check it out. Learn some products. Learn some new ways to supplement your life and be healthier. Guys, hour number 2 is coming up here in a few minutes. Dan Allen, Esquire, family law attorney. Dan the man, knows it all. We're going to be talking to him in hour number 2. So hang on.
All summer long we sang a song and strolled the golden sand. Two sweethearts sang the summer wind.